All right. Okay, I just want to take a moment to show you a quick 360 of the knife up close. Now let's get into the complete overview. Welcome to Mark Thomas Home Builders Show. Today we're reviewing the Milwaukee drop point fastback knife. Alright, let's go over the stats. 4.4 ounces overall. Overall length 7 3/4 inches. 2 3/4 blade length. The blade is stainless steel. They do not say what grade it is. I'm going to guess it's probably a 440 stainless steel. And the thickness of this, 3/32, partial flat grind, and it does come out of the box nice and sharp. I was quite happy the way it cuts paper. That's my test that I put on it. Alright, let's go over the handle. The handle, they don't say what it is. I'm guessing it to be an FRN handle. FRN is usually not very grippy and semi-smooth, and that's what we've got going on here. There isn't too much of a palm swell on the handle, just pretty straight. Now with this being semi-smooth, it does work nice when you pull the blade out of your pocket. That clip doesn't, in your pants that are on the handle, there's really not that much friction there, so it does pull out pretty nice. But it does have nice, it locks in there solid, so it's not going to just like fall out on accident. This does fit in the hand nice, even though it is a semi-smooth handle. It's got a nice finger choil. It's got a little bit of a thumb ramp with some nice jimping, and in the liner lock you can see there's some traction in there too. You can grip up on this a little bit. You don't want to put that finger too far forward, but there is some jimping a little further up on the blade, which is nice. Alright, there's a lanyard hole. It's always nice to have a lanyard on here when you're working up on a ladder, or in case you're doing a lot of work, busy work, so you don't drop the blade and cut your foot. Alright, if you look closer you can see it's a full steel liner. It's always nice. And it's a reversible pocket clip. It does come standard with the, let's see, the tip down carry. And most people that have an EDC, everyday carry knife, they do not like the tip down carry. They prefer the tip up carry like we've got going on here. So I did reverse the clip on there. The clip doesn't, the blade doesn't sit in your pocket very deep, so that's one of the downfalls of this knife. I think it should be adjusted to be deeper, especially with a red handled blade. You want that all the way in your pocket, so if you're carrying it, people don't see that and freak out. I mean, looking at the finish of the blade, I did see somebody reviewed this and thought it to be a bead blasted finish. It just isn't exactly smooth. It does seem to make sense. It's not advertised anywhere, but that's what I would say. Alright, let me go over my final thoughts of the knife. I think it would be nice to have a flipper on it. It feels like you're throwing a frisbee when you got to give it a real good flick, so you can push the button down. It takes a pretty hard flick. This hasn't broken in yet. I've probably opened it a good 300 times. So you got to be pretty aggressive. Some knives just are real smooth. and maybe it's not a real heavy weighted blade, so a flipper would be nice. Oop, I gotta watch my finger there. And it is, well, yeah, it's pretty difficult with your left hand. Basically a right-handed knife. It's nice and tight. There's really not much any side-to-side wiggle. And I am a fan of unassisted openings like the other one. I did a complete review, so you might want to check this one out. It's spring assisted. So this one right here, it just, you know, let's say you're just using this as a tool, but you get in a situation where you need it for self-defense. It's almost like, hey, back up a little bit, I need some room before I can open this. Where with your spring assisted, you're ready to go. This just doesn't have the smoothness you need. You know, it's still breaking in, but it just doesn't, you know, see? It's like you're throwing a frisbee. You need a good wind up to get it to open. But for, you know, a knife under 20 bucks, it's a good knife. I'd give it a nice solid 8.5. So check it out. Check out my other knife review. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Getting the hang of it. Partially opened. Oop. You gotta really flick it hard, so it's a lot like throwing a frisbee. You do that frisbee action, it'll open every time.